Hi there, welcome to box 37 of the Great Breyer Collection unboxing. This week we have Breyer Brahmas Plus Keep. So this might be an exciting box. We will find out what we got. Well, I see a bunch of horns, so it's definitely going to be a bunch of Brahmans. Not made in a ton of colors. Oh my gosh, though, this one looks gorgeous. Oh, he's a custom. Ooh, he's really pretty. This is a gorgeous custom. I'm going to open this way so I don't do any more damage. So, this is a Breyer custom on the Brahma Bull, and I'm going to guess... Oh, I was wrong. So, it's signed SUZO2. This is a beautiful paint job. They did a lovely dark shaded dappled gray. Oh my gosh, the eyes are kind of haloed and the nose. Just really beautiful job. Unfortunately, please don't store your Breyers in plastic bags in air conditioned or heated storage conditions. They have the bubbles have stuck to the customs. We'll go with that. Customs. The plastic has stuck to the paint job, and so now he has all kinds of flaws all over him where the plastic bubble wrap stuck to him. And remember, a long time ago in my box opening, we came across another custom that was like that. Customs need to be treated with care, and they don't store really well. Generally, original finish Breyers will do okay, but if you do choose to store them in bubble wrap, never put the bubbles towards the horse, because the plastic on the bubbles is thinner and will melt onto the horse. But this is a beautiful paint job, but he's going to need to be restored because he has a lot of bubble wrap damage. So we're going to go up from there, right? We're going to have much better models now. Yes. The Breyer Brahman Bull, I believe, was issued in the late 50s. Let's say 1958. Sculpted by Chris Hess. I believe he was inspired by a beam piece, which was a porcelain. This is gorgeous. Is this an original finish? He sure looks like it. This is a really stunning example of a glossy gray Brahman bull. He has really heavy shading on his neck and hump, dark shading across his haunches, and the gloss is very thick and gorgeous. This is really stunning. He's not a chalky. He is just a really beautiful example of this mold from a very long time ago. So we're improving, right? Let's move on and move up. We have, oh, interesting. We have another regular run Brahman, glossy. Look at the difference in these two guys. This one is so pale and light, like he almost has no shading compared to the... I would love to have this pair on my shelf just to go, look at the difference in original finish, regular run, same color, same model, but just significantly different between the shading on the one and the other. This guy is very light gray. He has almost no shading on his face. Even his horns have very little shading. Really nice heavy gloss. You can see his hooves are much lighter than the other guy. His little tail tip is much lighter. This is a great pair of models to show why we like to collect variations. This collector loved the bulls and the wildlife, and so I was not surprised to find variations. This is a much more recent regular run, 1990s era, made for quite a few years if I remember. Oh, and he has the bi eyes, so I've talked about this before. They shoot the eyes in black and then they hand paint a little brown or white. This guy has the brown eyes. He is just a really nice roan, red roan, regular run bull, and they didn't do the bi eyes for very long, so I think he was only made for maybe 6 months with that little extra detail. And we have another beautiful model. This looks like it's going to be a Woodgrain. If I can get him out. He is. He is a Woodgrain Brahman. They were only made for 2 years. The grays were made for a long time. They were made from the 50s, 60s up through the 70s. These guys were only made in Woodgrain for 2 years. Doesn't have any Breyer stickers on him, but he's in very good condition. He's a kind of a lighter variation. And you always, when you get a Woodgrain, look at the hooves to see if they were mounted on a base. They will have holes in the bottom of the hooves. He does not, so he was made as a standalone Woodgrain. They left the horns unpainted on the Woodgrains. They didn't even shade them. And he is in very nice condition, very nice, consistent, light paint job. So this is a really impressive group of bulls. But it does look like that's the end of the bulls. Now we have, these are Peter Stone horse head magnets. Peter Stone, back when he started his company back in mid-90s, he did these magnets and did them in all different colors. I forget who sculpted them. Kind of looks like Cheryl Leisure to me, but I could be wrong. And we have chestnut, black, leopard, Appaloosa, and palomino. So these are Peter Stone magnets, and they are marked Peter Stone Company 1995. So we've got a bunch of Peter Stone horsehead magnets. And something very interesting. This is awesome. So, sometime in the 80s, Breyer went into a partnership or a lease agreement, I'm not quite sure, with Britains, which was a line of mostly soldiers, toys, little small horses and soldiers. It is an English company, so Breyer went into, I forget if they went into partnership or if it was a licensing agreement, but these are actually Britains. See if it says anything on it. This was after the Reeves International acquisition. Yeah, made in England by Britains Limited, box printed in the United States. So this is the Breyer stable set. It was in the catalog. You can see it has the Breyer on advertisement for their models on the back, but these are Britain's horses that are regular run Breyers because they did show up in the actual catalog. They did it for a fairly limited time. I want to say just a couple years. There was a few in the Christmas catalogs. There was this set. There might have been a few others. It was kind of an experiment that evidently wasn't successful, but I think they're really fun. I have the little set that's in the cardboard mailer from the Christmas catalog. So this was an interesting box of Bull Plus. So there's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll find out what's in the box. So join me next week. Thanks.